What's up, guys? Quantric02 here, and next week is the big time show, the showcase of the Immortals. You know what I'm talking about, baby. The biggest show of the year for professional wrestling. It is Wrestlemania. Wrestlemania is this weekend, next weekend, I should say. And I'm just gonna go over what I believe are the 5 most must-see matches on the WrestleMania card for Orlando. So we're gonna go over that right now. There's about 14 to 15 matches on the entire card. It's gonna be a long show, about 6 hours, they say. Whew. That's gonna be a lot of wrestling, Then you go back and you got NXT the day before that, and then before that it's the Hall of Fame. A lot of WWE in one weekend, but this is what WrestleMania is all about. And I'm stoked, man. I gotta say, yes, has the build been absolutely amazing? No. And I don't think we're going to get really great build for WrestleMania. It's just not like how it was back in the day. So you get what you get. But there have been good stuff, decent stuff, and the matches are big. They are WrestleMania worthy matches. And like I said, there's 15 of them. 14 to 15 matches on this card. I'm going to tell you the top 5 must-see matches you have to watch, that you should be pumped for WrestleMania, in order. So, let's get into it. Number 5 on my list is a lot of people about to turn the video off right now after I see this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would you put this match? All the Roman haters out there, they're pissed off. They just gave me a dislike on the video and everything. But hear me out really quickly. This match is not about Roman Reigns, alright? You understand this. This isn't about Roman Reigns. This match is about The Undertaker. Because everybody's seen how The Undertaker's been over the last couple of years, and it's not getting better. He's getting older in age. You can tell he's getting hurt. He gets hurt easily, and he just ain't moving around like The Undertaker we all know. So I feel, and a lot of other people feel, that this is most likely it for The Undertaker. I know that people have said this to every year, so this is the last match, but I think this match here is literally the final match. Because if it wasn't the final match, we probably wouldn't be getting Roman Reigns versus Undertaker. We probably would have got Cena versus Taker if Undertaker wanted to go on another year. But he doesn't want Cena. He feels like Undertaker staying, that Cena is already he's top, man. He is the #1 guy. No matter where he is, he is the #1 guy in the WWE. And he's a made man, obviously. We all know John Cena. We could talk about him for days. But he wants to put over a younger talent, and that younger talent he wants to put over is Roman Reigns. Vince thinks Roman's the future. Undertaker, I guess he thinks he's the future too. And he wants to put him over. I mean, say whatever you want to say. Everybody complains about how the older talent should put over the newer talent. Roman Reigns is still technically a newer guy, so he's going to be putting over Roman Reigns. And this match should be very I don't know if this match is going to be good per se, but it should be very emotional on the level of WrestleMania 27, when it came down to even in WrestleMania 27 and 28 with Triple H matches. Those matches were great, in my opinion. I did like both of them, but what really sold those matches was the emotion put into that match, the storytelling between Undertaker and Triple H. They really went into that match, and it really told a great story about an end of an era, even though both guys still wrestle. But I really believed, especially at WrestleMania 28, that, God, this could be Undertaker and Triple H's final match. They made you feel that way. Triple H, Undertaker refusing to go down. He's literally trying to hold on to Triple H. That's a great story. If you haven't seen the match, which if you're watching this video, you most likely have seen both WrestleMania 27 and 28 Undertaker and Triple H match. This Triple H match, and I feel like the 27 was a continuation of 28. And I'm getting off topic. What I'm trying to say is that those matches told a story, and I feel like this is going to be the same thing with this match. This is going to be Undertaker's curtain call, and it's going to be very emotional. It's going to be on the level of Shawn and Ric Flair. It's going to be, I feel like, Roman's going to kind of regret kind of putting him away with that final spear. He's going to hesitate, and he's going to hit him with that spear, and it's going to be a very slow 1, 2, 3. Undertaker's going to get up, and he's going to look at the fans, and we're going to know that this was it. This is it from him. That the big dog, the original big dog, is going to be riding off to the sunset. The conscience of the WWE is the Phenom. You know, is over for him in ring career, at least. And it's going to be very emotional. So I think this is a match that has to be must-see on your list if you are a very, very Undertaker. If you're a very, very big Undertaker fan, or you just respect the man, this has to be on your list. Forget about Roman. Don't think about Roman. I mean, if they WWE could have some balls and actually turn Roman heel with this, but they're not going to do that. This is the way I feel like it's going to go. And even if it goes this way, the fact that it's the Undertaker's final match, it's a big deal. So yeah, number 5 goes to Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. Number 4 of the most must-see matches at this year's WrestleMania, Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. Say what you want, you know, but Chris Jericho is probably the most over talent on Monday Night Raw. As garbage as Monday Night Raw has been over the last couple of months, a year, Chris Jericho has been gold. Kevin Owens, but the team of Owens and Jericho have been great for TV. And this story has been building for months. This is the kind of storytelling that people want to see when it comes to the WWE. And it seems like we always get these little stories, or there's no story at all. But there has been a story here ever since Kevin Owens has been with Jericho. He was with Jericho, won the championship, and they were rolling. Best friends, BFFs forever. Until just a couple of weeks ago, where all that got turned around in the most dramatic fashion ever during Chris Jericho's friendship celebration, or what I forgot what he called it, extravaganza, whatever it was. And I love that segment. That segment is absolute gold. And it's been great seeing Jericho be a face, and Kevin Owens back to the heel he needs to be, not the coward heel. He needs to be a badass from NXT, and we've been getting that as of late. And I'm just really excited for this match. I didn't think I would be, because we all knew it was coming. But Chris Jericho's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Kevin Owens is great as well, and these guys are going to tear down the house, man. They're gonna go out there, and it's going to be awesome, man. I gotta say, this is probably the most I cared about a Jericho WrestleMania match in a long time, because it seems like they always try to put, it's like Jericho's like this, just like a video game character where he's like the first boss that you fight. Like, it's your first WrestleMania, you have to fight Chris Jericho. Your first big WrestleMania, you have to fight Chris Jericho. I'm thinking CM Punk, AJ Styles, Ryback, they all had to go through Chris Jericho. And Kevin Owens kind of doing the same thing too, but the story is great here. I feel like those stories were kind of lacking. Jericho, CM Punk one was okay. AJ, that was alright too. Ryback, ugh. But this has been perfect, man. I actually care about this feud. I care about that these two former friends are going to be going at it, and not only that, but they're going at it for the United States Championship. It should be a great match, and I'm not even sure if a lot of people are saying Kevin Owens is going to win this matchup. I don't know. I think there is literally a chance that Chris Jericho could walk out with the U.S. champion. There's been nothing said about Jericho having to going away and going on a tour with Fozzy right after this. He could literally stay even longer. I mean, Jericho's really, he's been having fun with this run. Usually Jericho's he has these short runs where he'll come back and have a little short stint with the company, but he's been here like for a long freaking time, and he's literally not part-time. He's literally full-time talent right now. And I'm invested, man. I am very invested. I really think that Jericho has a shot at winning it, but I'm gonna take the safe bet and go with Kevin Owens to win it. And I feel like Kevin Owens kind of needs it more. Jericho, I mean, he's really there to put over talent. That's what he does. So that's what he's gonna do with Kevin Owens. He's pretty good friends with Owens. He's gonna take that pop-up power bomb and he's gonna relinquish that U.S. Championship to Mr. KO. So yeah, number 4 is Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the U.S. Champion. Number 3 in the most must-see matches at this year's WrestleMania. I feel like this match is going to steal the show. It's probably going to be the best match of the night, bar none, because both of these men are extremely talented. I am talking about the Cruiserweight Championship match between Neville and Austin Aries. This is going to be absolutely amazing. Neville, one of the most athletically gifted stars, and his heel run has been legit. It has been perfect. I'm glad that they decided to do this with Neville, because Neville was going nowhere as a babyface. Nobody cared. Now he's the king of the cruiserweights, and he has owned the show, and he has really taken this character very seriously, and literally he is at the top of the cruiserweight division, and he's going to remain there for a long time if he keeps this up. Man, great heel. A Double is a great heel, but a lot of people don't give him credit for being a good babyface too. He reminds me so much of CM Punk. It's not funny. That's why I love Punk. That's why Punk is in my top 10 favorite star. I love characters like this who are not only great in the ring, but are also just extremely talented on the mic and come up with stuff just like that, man. Like this sappy stuff, just like that, man. A Double does that to a T, and he's been the whole play up between him going from the announcer table back to in-ring competition. That segment was just amazing. I loved that, man. I loved it. And he's been doing his thing on 205 Live, and now he is the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship, and they're gonna have a great match at WrestleMania. It's two great styles. We got the high-flying, flipping craziness of Neville, with also the heel persona, so you can expect him to cheat. A Double, he may be a face too, but A Double might decide to bend the rules as well, because that's just who he is. So he's a baby face, but he's also very very cocky. So that's why I love A Double. And to me, this guy is a bona fide superstar. Ever since I've seen him in TNA, Austin Aries is a main event caliber talent, and this is just the first step. This is his first WrestleMania, and it's going to be a very, very big match, but I see him going on to do bigger and better things in the future. I'm very excited for this matchup. I think this is going to be great. This is literally one of the matches I am very, very, very excited for, because the in-ring talent alone, in-ring, the two styles clashing is going to be absolutely bonkers, and we already know we're going to see some kind of crazy spot in that matchup. It's going to blow everybody's mind. But I see A Double walking out with the Cruiserweight Championship. He has to, man. He's too over. The crowd is so into Austin Aries right now. They have to give him the title. I love Neville, and I feel like Neville will be a multiple-time Cruiserweight champion. But on that night, I'm giving it to A.W. A Double, the greatest man to ever live, baby. Number 2 on the must-see matches at this year's WrestleMania is the match between the phenomenal AJ Styles, and here comes the money, money, Shane O'Mac. A lot of people have criticized this matchup because they wanted to see AJ Styles in a big-time matchup, possibly for the WWE Championship, or in a big-time match against a big superstar the caliber of Shinsuke Nakamura, and I totally get that. I am right there with you, but don't take this match for granted. Honestly, last year I think that Shane possibly rubbed people the wrong way with their match, because his match with Undertaker wasn't that good. But I don't feel like that was really Shane's fault, not entirely at least. This also comes with the Undertaker. And Undertaker's not going to do that much, honestly. And you couldn't get that much out of that matchup, I feel. So I'm going to give Shane a pass on this. I truly feel that with the right opponent, this match could be absolutely crazy. I'm not sure if this was already announced to be a no-holds-barred matchup. I'm not 100% sure on that. But if it's not, it definitely sure as hell needs to be. There's no way this can't be no holds bar. If it's not, then it makes no sense. Like why is Shane even in this matchup? So you know, some crazy stuff. There's gonna be a crazy freaking spot. Either Shane's gonna do it, or AJ's gonna do it, and it's gonna literally, like I just said, there's gonna be some crazy spot in the Neville and Aries match. There's gonna be something even crazier in this match. I don't know. Shane's gonna jump off of something, AJ's gonna jump off of something, and it's gonna be crazy. I think literally people are gonna be losing their mind over this matchup, and I feel like AJ Styles is literally going to kill Shane McMahon at the end. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but he's literally gonna destroy him at the end of this matchup and put Shane away. And I feel like we're not going to see Shane for maybe a month or two after this. And it's going to be so bad that they're going to send, this is how they're going to send AJ Styles to Monday Night Raw. But yes, I'm giving the match to AJ. This match is going to be fun, guys. Like, it's not going to be the most technical matchup. It's not going to be that masterpiece that you want to see. That will come next year. AJ Styles, trust me, he's not going to be in the match with a Shane McMahon. He's going to be in the match with a Shinsuke Nakamura or a Samoa Joe or somebody like that. So don't worry. But for this night, this match is just going to be about fun. It's going to be very fun to watch, and I'm very excited for it. So let's get to number one, folks. The number one must-see match. That's not like the Miz right now. Must-see, and trust me, Miz and John Cena are not on this list. But anyway, the number one must-see match at this year's WrestleMania, in my opinion, is Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. I'm kidding. It's not Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. Hell, it's not even Bray versus Randy, which is let me actually give that. And yeah, it does deserve an honorable mention for sure, because this has been a great story between these guys as well on SmackDown, with the whole burning Sister Abigail, and then Bray even going crazier than he usually is, and Randy Orton, the whole betrayal of the Wyatt family. Loved it. What really took points away from this matchup for me is they took Luke Harper out of it, and I feel like Luke Harper should have been a part of this in some kind of way. But I'm very excited for the matchup. Bray Wyatt, I've been waiting for Bray Wyatt to be champion forever, and now he's going to basically main event WrestleMania he's going into WrestleMania as the WWE champion. That's crazy. That is amazing to me. But it didn't make the cut. But I'm still very excited for the matchup. But the number one must-see match at WrestleMania this year, 2017, is Triple H versus Seth Rollins. This match is going to be phenomenal. And it sucks it sucks that Seth got hurt in this, but in a way, I feel like that was a blessing to this story, because it made it that more interesting. As far as the story portion of this whole matchup, it made it that more interesting. We all were wondering, will Seth Rollins be able to compete at WrestleMania? Will he miss his second WrestleMania? We all were bummed. We're like, oh no, man, he's right. He worked so hard to get back to this WWE so he can wrestle at WrestleMania, and he might miss it again. And they really made you think that he was going to miss it. Heck, he literally could have just got cleared to actually wrestle. Because it's been up in the air. Nobody's really been talking about it. But now, it seems like it's going to happen next week on Raw, or tomorrow night, or whatever. Seth is supposed to sign a contract to, you know, compete at WrestleMania. Without the doctors, this whole story has been awesome to me. It's been freaking awesome. And you mix this with the whole Mick Foley story. Great storytelling to me. Triple H has been amazing on the mic for weeks. And he's just a great heel. And this match is going to be great, man. First of all, Seth Rollins, you know he's going to do his thing. Triple H, the veteran, he's going to do his thing as well. And they are going to tear down the show. I don't know if this is going to be the number. I don't know if this is going to top Neville and Austin Aries. But as far as a story standpoint and also wrestling, so you put both of those together, this is your match. Because so much stuff can happen. Mick Foley could show up in this matchup and try to cost Triple H the match. Samoa Joe could show up in this match. It's gonna be some crazy stuff going down. Stephanie McMahon, you know she's gonna be out there and gonna try to cost Seth the matchup. So there's so many just different elements to this matchup. And if this was for the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship, whoa, that just puts the cherry on top. But obviously that's not the case. We already know what that is. But the match is going to be phenomenal, and from a wrestling standpoint, a story standpoint, it has all of the ingredients to be a great, memorable WrestleMania match, and I cannot wait to see it. But guys, there are so many matches on this card. There's no way I could have went over all of them. That's why I just picked 5. And there's some great matches out there too. I can't wait to see what the girls do. And we'll see what Goldberg does. You know he's going to be in there for more than 2 minutes or whatever he's been. How long his in-ring work has been. But yeah, guys, that is my top 5 must-see matches. Tell me below what are your top 5 must-see matches for this year's WrestleMania in Orlando, and I would love to read those. But until then, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Stay good, everybody. Peace, and enjoy the thrill. What do they call it? The thrill ride, the biggest thrill ride of the year, or whatever. WrestleMania, baby, it's time.